What's good? It's your boy Surreal Play, back with another video. Okay, today I heard you want to learn how to play DDDs. Well, today I'm gonna show you the main two-card combo that I use when I play DDDs, and a couple other tips and tricks that might help you in your DDD journey. We're gonna start things off with the basics. The main thing you need to know is these four cards. These four cards help you pull off the two-card combo. You will use all four of these cards in these combo. So any combination of these two cards will allow you to be able to do the combo. And this is possible because of the skill. The skill lets you search for one level 2 or lower DD monster, long as you reveal a level 1 or a Doom King from your hand. And as you can see, 3 out of the 4 cards are all level 1s. So any one of those cards can let you be able to search the other card that you need. So, and the way you get to the 4th card that you need will be Contract with the Gate. And you get the Contract with the Gate through Kepler. Since with Kepler's normal summon, it lets you search a Dark Contract. Alright, so that means Kepler is a priority. So if you don't have Kepler in your hand, you will always use the skill to search Kepler. And if you already got Kepler, the second most important card to get is Swirl Slime. Because if Kepler get negated, Swirl Slime is the only way you'll be able to extend into some more plays. Because Swirl Slimes can send 2 to the grave to fusion summon into a fusion monster. And then Swirl Slime can still special summon a card from your hand. So Swirl Slime is more versatile, so it's always best to use your search on Swirl Slime if you already got the Kepler. And the other two, it doesn't matter which order that you get those in. Start off with the combo. Just a 2-card hand. In this hand, I already got the Kepler, and I have Necro Slime. So let's get it popping. We'll start things off by using the skill to reveal a Kepler to add a Swirl Slime to the hand. And then we'll normal summon the Kepler. Kepler will grab us Dark Contract with the Gate. Then we'll activate Gate. Gate will give us Lambda. So now we got all 4 of the cards that we need to do the combo. So now from here we will activate the Swirl Slime effect to special summon Genghis. And then from here we will activate Necro Slime in the grave to special summon another Genghis. So now we got 2 Genghises on the field. So now we can special summon Lambda from our hand, sending the Dark Contract to the grave. But if you have an extra DD in your hand and you want to keep the contract, you can just discard the extra DD in your hand. So we get rid of the contract to special summon a Lambda. And then we will synchro summon. Since Lambda was special summoned by its effect, it gets banished. So we banish the Lambda and Kepler goes face up to the field. So we can synchro summon into Formula Synchron. We're going into Formula Synchron right here just to get us an extra draw. So we'll be +1 in card advantage. And so we'll have 3 cards in our hand right now. And in this scenario, end up drawing into another gate, which is cool. Then we will synchro off the Formula Synchron and the Genghis to go into Siegfried. And then since Siegfried was special summon, that will trigger the Genghis to special summon the other Genghis from the grave. So now we got our 2 level 6s, so that means we can overlay into Caesar. So just like that, 2 cards was able to get us to our main DD inboard of Caesar and Siegfried, which is pretty good. So any combination of 2 of these 4 cards can get us here, and that is really good. There's 2 other cards that can semi help you get there as well, but they require an extra card. And those 2 cards are Doom King and Contract with the Swamp. So this is the other combo that you need to know. So when you only open 1 of the main 4 cards that you need, but you have Contract with the Swamp, you'll still be able to do the combo. Because Contract with the Swamp can replace either Swirl Slime or Necro Slime because it does the same thing, which is Fusion Summon. The only difference is it costs one more monster. Since Necro Slime and Swirl Slime both can use itself as the material to do the Fusion Summon, whereas Dark Contract with the Swamp King actually needs the two monsters to Fusion Summon with plus itself. So you're going to need one extra monster in order to do it. So just remember, Dark Contract with the Swamp can replace Necro Slime and Swirl Slime as long as you have an extra monster. So when you have Necro Slime and Dark Contract with the Swamp, this is how the combo will go. Alright, you use the skill, revealing the Swirl Slime to grab Kepler. Normal summon the Kepler. Kepler grabs Contract with the Gate. Activate Gate to get Lambia. So now we can use Dark Contract with the Swamp King in order to Fusion Summon using the Lambia and the Necro Slime to go into Genghis. Alright, you use Lambia as material if you want to keep the contracts on the field. If you want to get rid of one of your contracts off the field, keep Lambia in your hand. Use two of the other monsters. That's just a little trick to do with Lambia, because Lambia can send a monster from your hand, a DD from your hands to the grave in order to special summon itself. So it's another way to get the cards into the grave that you need. Alright, so from right here, we will activate Lambia to send the Necro Slime in our hand to the graveyard to special summon herself. So now that we got that, we can synchro off the Lambia and the Kepler to go into Formula Synchron, and then Formula Synchron get us an extra draw. This is the case it was a Doom King, which is cool. So then we can use Necro Slime in the graveyard, fusion off, banish 2 to go into another Genghis, and then we can do the exact same thing as before. Synchro off into Siegfried, which trigger Genghis. Genghis bring back Genghis, and then we can overlay into Caesar, just like that. That's another way to be able to get to your full combo when you only open one of the 4 cards that you need. Alright, the other version of it is if you have Doom King. The reason why I even like playing 3 Doom Kings is because he works well with the second part of the skill, which lets you search a contract if he's on the field. This is how we're going to be able to take advantage of that skill, by being able to use Doom King in order to get us to contract with the gate, so we can be able to extend our plays to be able to end on the import that we need to. First, we use the skill to add Swirl Slime to the hand, and then we will normal summon the Kepler. Kepler grab Gate, activate Gate. Gate grabs Lambia. Then you use Swirl Slime to send Lambia and the Swirl Slime to the grave to fuse into Genghis. So now from here, we will activate the effect of Swirl Slime in the graveyard to special summon a monster from our hand. So we're going to special summon Doom King. And now, since we got Doom King on the field, we can use the second part of the skill, which allow us to search for a contract. So that means we're going to use the skill to search for a contract with the Swamp King. So now that we got contract with the Swamp King on the field, we can use the effect of Lambia in the graveyard to special summon ourselves by sending the Kepler in our hand to the grave. And then we can synchro off the Lambia and the Kepler to go into Formula Synchron. Formula Synchron get us a draw. In this case, it was a Necro Slime, which is cool. So now we use Swamp King to fusion off 2 to go into another Genghis. But with Swamp King, so because we end up drawing a monster right here, we can use the monster in our hand and plus the Kepler in the graveyard to go into Genghis. But if we end up drawing like either a hand trap or another contract, then we can just use the Doom King and the Kepler in the grave to go into Genghis. But in this case, since we did draw into a monster, we're gonna use the monster in our hand. All right, and then go into another Genghis, and then we do the same thing from here. Going to Siegfried. Siegfried triggers Genghis. Genghis special summon Genghis. Then we overlay into Caesar. Alright, just like that. Now you see Doom King is another way to get you the full combo if you only open one of the main cards that you need, which is pretty cool. From here, now you know you got your 4 cards that help you get to the end board that you want, plus 2 other cards that actually halfway get you there as well. So this next combo I'm going to show you is when you open 2 of the 4 cards that you need, plus Doom King. Since Doom King can get you to another dark contract, that means if you already got your standard line and you're still able to summon Doom King, then you can get to the trap turn 1. This is how the combo goes. You'll activate the skill, revealing the Kepler to search for Swirl Slime. Normal summon Kepler, Kepler grab Gate. Gate grabs Necro Slime. Use Swirl Slime effect, sending the Necro Slime and the Swirl Slime to the grave to go into Genghis. Activate the effect of Swirl Slime to special summon the Doom King. Alright. So now from here, since you got the Doom King on the field, you can use the second part of the skill, which lets you set a contract from your deck. So we'll set the trap. So now we can get a pop on our opponent's turn. Alright, so now we can use Lambda. Lambda will send herself to the grave, or send the other monster in your hand to the grave to special summon herself. And then you can synchro off the Lambda and the Kepler to go into Formula Synchron. And then Formula Synchron can get you an extra draw, which in this case we drew into another contract, which now we can have our trap will be live since we end up drawing into another DD or dark contract. So we can use it as discard to use Wish to pop a card, which is good. So now we can just continue with our standard play using Necro Slime in the graveyard to go into another Genghis, and then the same old, go into Siegfried, and then special summon the Genghis to overlay into Caesar, just like that. So now you got your standard Caesar and Siegfried plus a contract with the Witch. Going first, you're able to get to Witch pretty easy if you open Doom King plus the standard 2 cards and another monster to discard. The only other way to get to the trap turn 1 is if you either open the trap or if you open with a dark contract with the gate, because you can use your Kepler normal summon to search the trap instead, since you already got the contract with the gate in your hand. Alright, this is the last combo I'm going to show you. This is probably like one of the more crazier boards that you can make. This is when it's similar to the last one. If you open your standard 2 cards, plus this time if you instead of Doom King, it is if you open Ragnarok. And this combo is only possible because Ragnarok's scale effect lets you special summon a DDD from the graveyard, so it gets you that extra special summon that you need in order to extend your plays a little bit further. So this is one of the more crazier boards you can end on, and it goes like this. Start off pretty much the same way. You'll use the skill to reveal the Kepler to grab Swirl Slime. Normal summon the Kepler. Kepler grabs Gate. Activate the Gate. Gate grabs Necro Slime. And then you'll synchro off into Genghis. Same old. But this is where the combo difference. So this time you will activate Swirl Slime to special summon Lambda. And that will trigger Genghis. So now you will actually use Genghis effects right here to special summon the Necro Slime from your graveyard. And since you have 2 level 1s, you want to synchro off the Lambda plus the Necro Slime to go into Formula Synchron. And because you didn't use the Lambda skill yet, Lambda can go to the graveyard. Alright, so we go into Formula Synchron. And since Formula Synchron was summoned, we can get an extra draw. We drew into a contract with this. Okay, so from here, you can scale Ragnarok and then synchro summon into Siegfried. And because Siegfried was special summon, that would trigger Ragnarok to special summon Genghis back. So now you can use Lambda in front of the graveyard to send the Kepler in your hand to the graveyard to special summon itself. And then you can overlay the Lambda and the Kepler to go into Robin. So now you can bounce 2 special summon monsters, which is pretty good. And then from there, we still haven't used Necro Slime yet. So now we can use Necro Slime, banish 2 to go into another Genghis. And from there, you can overlay the Genghises into Caesar. So just like that. So now you got a Caesar, Siegfried, and Robin, which is pretty good. Probably one of the more dangerous boards for somebody to play through. And I feel like this inboard is better for some matchups as well, especially going against Predator Plants. This is probably the best inboard you can make to be able to stop them if they go second. There's 2 ways between this one and the other one I just showed you with Doom King. There are 2 ways to get there. So you either open the 2 cards that you need for the 2-card combo, plus either Doom King or Ragnarok, or if you just open 3 of the 4 cards that you need for the combo, plus a monster to discard, you can actually just use your gate search to search for Ragnarok or Doom King, depending on the end board that you want to end on. Either end on the Robin or you want to end with the trap. These are the combos I'm going to show right now. I know there's more combos that DDDs can do, but these are the main ones that you probably need to know the most. Alright, right here we're at the tier list, and let's see how DDDs match up against this current tier list. And then I'm going to look at some of the new decks too that I think probably going to be meta. And I'll let you know how I think they match up against them. Alright, let's start from the bottom. Tier 3. Against the tier 3 decks, I say Lyrillist is probably a 50-50 matchup. So it just depends on who go first. Because if we go first, Caesar can shut down Lyrillist pretty easily. Unless they got the out, which is the only thing that can really stop us is pretty much droplets. So if they got droplets, then this goes for any one of the meta decks. If they got droplets, then they probably can't get us. But if they don't not have a droplet, we got them going first because Caesar can shut them down. And if we have Siegfried as well, we're pretty much shutting them down pretty easy. But going second, it just depends on how smart they is. Because if they don't use Nightingale in the standby phase, we got a chance to beat them. But if they do use Nightingale, then we're pretty much done. If they don't use Nightingale in the standby phase, during our main phase, since we have priority, we can start things off by using the skill to set the trap. So before they activate the Nightingale to protect, we can just chain the contract with the witch to it to end up popping the Nightingale before it was able to protect it. And then we can like go into Caesar, then we pretty much shut them down from doing anything on their turn. Against Crystal Beast, we can clear them pretty easy Cause really, if we use Siegfried to negate Golden Rule, we're pretty straight. And going second, we can get rid of their fusion monster by just setting Witch, then popping it. Battle Unboxers. Going first is probably our best bet. I think going second, they got it clear. Because they kind of do a lot. I think going first, we can slow them down, but going second, they probably got it. Predaplanch is a good one. Um, I feel like going second, we can clear them going second pretty easy, breaking their board. Because we can set the trap to pop they main fusion card. So before they even be able to use Predaplast to protect it, going first, that's where it's going to be like kind of hard because if we don't got that one hand where you have where you have Robin, Siegfried, and Caesar, then they pretty much can beat you. So, and that hand is not like guaranteed every time, so you can give them the nod going first. But we got it going second. We got a good matchup versus Heroes actually. Because the thing with Heroes, you would think that we got a bad matchup, but long as you get to the trap versus Heroes, you're pretty straight. Because one of the weaknesses of Caesar is like skills that places monsters on the field. So Caesar can't negate a skill, so that's pretty hard. So when they special summon Armed Dragon level 10, and then they can just nuke the field and we'll be pretty much done. But if we got the trap, once they flip up on Dragon level 10, we can just pop it and then you'll be straight. So against Heroes, the best in board for you to go for is Caesar and the trap. That's all you got to prioritize. You don't even need to go into Siegfried because they can just super poly away Siegfried and they can't super poly away Caesar. So just go for Caesar, and as long as you focus on getting Caesar in the trap, you'll be fine. And then going second, it's a little chess match. You used to try to pop Super Poly. If you don't get the Super Poly, because more than likely they'll probably try to use Iron Dragon Thunder to end up the chain Iron Dragon Thunder to pop the contract with the Witch. Then in that case, you'll use your contract with the Gate Search on getting Orthros and Orthros popping their back row, so you can hopefully hit the Super Poly, and then you'll be able to continue making some plays for there. I think Gemini's probably got the edge because they do a lot too, and Caesar can't negate everything. I know if Siegfried negate the trap, and well, Siegfried would have to negate Gemini Sparks when they use that, and then if you save your Caesar to pop the Gearfried to like stop the Gearfried from special summoning to the field, it's probably your safest bet. But then they still be able to go into Charles, which can pop the Caesar. So I think Gemini's probably got the nod on that one. But Salamangra's going first. We can beat Salamangra's pretty easy, as long as you negate Gazelle, and then you use Siegfried to negate Burning Shell. You'll be fine. And then Siegfried or then Caesar negating another one of their monsters they might special summon to. We'll be able to stop them from going into Pyro Phoenix. So that's pretty cool. And then going second, we got the nod as well because we can, first thing we do, use the skill to set the trap. And then we can force them to use either Burning Shell or Transcendence early. So then we'll be able to not have to worry about Pyro Phoenix. Alright, so for the new stuff, against Resonators, I think Resonators got the edge, actually. We can beat the Resonators, but it's a little bit harder of a matchup. Like going in second, if they got full combo, they probably got it. But if we go first, we can slow them down. Because I think I got the order we need to negate stuff in. Because you need Caesar to negate the Phoenix Chain. And then you need Caesar to negate Caesar has to negate one of their special summons of the tuners, and then you know you gotta save one of your Caesar negates for Scarred, Dragon Archfiend. That's probably like one of the main things, and then negate one of the other tuners so they won't get too much on the field. So probably negate Red Rising and Scarred Dragon Archfiend. That's probably the two main things you need to negate. Against Subterra, they probably got going second. They got the edge because they can set like a Umatrix from the deck, so then he can just flip it up to banish one of your cards. But going second, we can beat them going second because we can use the skill to set the trap, chain the trap to the effect of Fiendish by popping they monster they're gonna try to flip face down. So that'll be the best things for we can do in that scenario. And then if they only got one monster on the field at that point, we really got it. Against Dinos, yeah, we got the edge going first. Because what I like to do, I'll negate the miscellaneous swords effect in the graveyard to special summon a monster. You negate that. Then you negate that with Caesar. Then Caesar negates they'll end up popping the baby at some point, and then you'll negate that with Caesar. And then they'll try to use double evolution pill from the hand, and then you negate that with Siegfried. Then they're pretty much done. Unless they have conducted Tyranno in the hand already, that'll be the only way we can end up losing the no. But going second, it depends on how crazy their board is. If all they got is Ultimate Tyranno, then we can pretty much play through that, because since he can only use miscellaneous swords in the main phase, since we got the priority, we can use the skill to set the trap, and then we can chain when he's about to use miscellaneous swords. We can chain the effect of Contract with the Witch to it to pop the Ultimate Tyranno, and then we can be straight from there. Alright, that's all I got for y'all today. Hope some of these combos will help y'all out when y'all trying to play DDDs. And if y'all have any combos that y'all think I should try out, send them to me and I'll try them out myself. So just trying to spread some knowledge of the DDDs, because I know people sleeping on them. But so if anybody else so if you got any combos, just let me know and I'll try those out as well. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe.